Yo, what is good? What is good, everybody? This is Dennis Smith of the Alternate Timeline. I got my main man Jam with me of the Alternate Timeline as well, and we're doing a session, man. We're recording a TAT episode for you guys, man. You know, it's a special day today. Special day today. I got a lot going on today, man. How are you doing? How are you doing? It's been a minute, man.
It's been a little minute. I got a lot of stuff going on as well, but
Yeah,
when we get the time and the opportunity and life settles down for us, we try to come together and bring you guys
some,
these episodes, bring you some. Yeah,
some.
we try to stay with the times, right?
Yeah, life be busy, man. Like, bro, first of all, it's a great day outside, which I love, but I got this wedding, one of my best friend's wedding. He's Indian, so it's a 4-day thing, right? Like, it starts tonight. I was up late last night getting the dance down. I got a whole dance routine I gotta do. So yeah, man, I've been getting the dance down. Hyped to go see Across the Spider-Verse today. I'm one of the early ones at 2:00, so we'll definitely be talking about that, especially like a review in a different session.
Yes, sir.
And then I got my Denver Nuggets in the finals, man. I'm a huge Denver Nuggets fan, and we are starting finals game 1 tonight. I'm just like, I'm over the moon right now. I'm excited. How about you, man? How's life been for you, man?
Hey, man, life been lifing. So,
Right.
Today is June 1st. I just turned 30 years old on
Right.
22nd.
Right. Happy 30th birthday, man. That's crazy.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
That's
Thank you.
crazy.
Thank you. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It was really chill. I've been kind of taking time off of social media, just really enjoying and living in the moment,
Facts.
embracing all of that came with it, friends and family. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And just enjoying the media like while we have it right now, like and kind of embracing the moment, like I said. So for me, like it's been chill. Like life been lifing, but I kind of been taking it, a day at a time and just doing everything, putting my best foot forward and keep persevering, as I like to say.
Yeah,
But
man.
I will say I've been watching a lot of anime, man. Like
Bruh.
I I caught up on so much anime. We've
Yeah.
talked
We
about it,
gonna we gonna get into it.
off it.
We're
We'll
gonna get
get
no, we're
into
gonna
it.
get into it because I feel like right now, man, if you are just because TAT, we talk about anime, we do gaming, we do the superhero stuff, whether it's comics, TV, movies, and right now, bro, like if you're a fan of any of those, you're eating right now. Like, anime fans are eating right now. Gaming, if you're into gaming, you're eating right now, and you will be eating coming fall 2023.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna be eating. And then freaking superheroes. I know like the MCU's taking kind of they're having delays, and you got the writer's strike and all that stuff. They got things going on, but Secret Invasion right around the corner. I'm very excited for it. Loki and that
Let
whole.
me just show the fans right quick. I got it
Let
on
them
my
know.
little bookshelf right here.
Oh yeah.
That's that Nick Fury
Nick
Secret
Fury.
Invasion New York Comic Con 2022, baby.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So yeah, you still got a lot to look forward to with every category. But today we're gonna mainly talk about we'll give you some updates on TAT. We got a new giveaway that we're gonna be doing. I'm gonna let you talk about that. And we're gonna talk about what we're reading, kind of things that we're reading in comics, what we're seeing in the comics right now. And then we'll talk some anime. A lot of good shows going on right now. We're reacting to a lot on the channel, so check those out too.
So much.
And then recently the PlayStation Showcase happened. Couple games that we're interested in going to talk about, mainly Spider-Man 2. And then if we have time, we'll get to some more superhero stuff, some other MCU stuff. Across the Spider-Verse, we'll hit on that. And yeah, man, that's how we're gonna do it. That's how we're gonna do it.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, just welcome to the show. Thank you for tuning in. Super smash that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you can, for sure. And I will have Jam's personals down below as well in the description below. And then go follow the alt time on social medias. That is Twitter and IG. Definitely tap into that. Just my man Jam got it popping. You know, we popping right now. So yeah, that's that, man. Let's start with some TAT stuff in this giveaway, man. If you want to, we got the website going through a little bit of a revamp. I started that. I've also got the Discord. I got a Discord. It's there. Like I'm building it. I'm building it out, but the Discord is there. I want it to be a cool thing, man. Everybody can get together, and talk about the new updates that happen in the nerdy world, like we all like to do. But also, I want it to be a space where creators come together and they share their creations, their art, their music, or whatever it is that they're making. Because I love, one of my favorite things to do in this space is supporting others, because I feel great when I'm supported. So supporting each other's creations is very big to me, and that's a big point of emphasis with the Discord that I'm making. So yeah, man, that should be literally, I'm actually gonna put the Discord in the description as well, because I feel comfortable enough to put it out now, but just know that I'm still building it out. That's it. So yeah, that's a thing. And then if you want to go ahead and talk about the giveaways that we're going to be doing, I still got to make a graphic for it.
Yeah, word. We still doing our comic stuff, as y'all can see a lot on our socials. We're very heavily invested into the comics. Specifically, I like to read a lot of ongoing stuff that's
Right.
like currently out right now or coming out. And I'll dive into things as well, like that's in the past or a couple years behind, whether it's classic from, original classics from Stan Lee or current stuff. Like I said, that's maybe like 2-3 years behind. But what we've started now, as far as the giveaway that me and Dennis are pretty much excited about, is any new issues or any like new series that's coming out. I personally collect, right? I collect physical comics. I have, shelves of physical comics. So what I'm going to do is anytime that I collect a new issue, a new series, I would like to talk about it with people and, discuss what their thoughts are and kind of create a comic book community in a Discord, if you will, a discussion of this. And so I'm going to buy, me and Dennis, we'll switch it up, but we're going to basically buy the main cover A of issue 1 of whatever series comes out. And we're just going to do a giveaway. You'll like, you'll follow, you'll share the comment on the post, but whatever we'll figure out the situation on that. But we'll do a giveaway for it. And this will be separate from what our main giveaway is. This is just going to be something we want to do to kind of get people to read current comics a little bit. Which I like to say is, getting familiar with the source material, even though it's stuff that's current that probably won't be translated or adapted into these movies, television shows, or games. It's still good to get related with these characters in their source material, and
not right away.
And I just like reading personally.
Yeah, I mean, it won't be adapted right away, probably, but you never know. 5 maybe years later,
15 years. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, if we want to be honest, I like to use Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier is one of my favorite like Marvel characters, and if you want to be completely honest, the way they did it, I mean, he was written in he came out like in 2005-ish, 6 era. And then in 2011 was the Winter Soldier movie. So, I mean, that was 5-6 years later.
Yeah. And you already had the head start. Like you knew what this was about, right? It's like Miles Morales too. Yeah, like Miles Morales too. Like now,
another one.
You got the comics, and then boom, the games start happening. He's in these movies, and it's like, yeah, that's my boy from
He's blowing up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think Miles has been out 15 years. Maybe it's close. It's getting there. Something like that.
Oh wow, yeah, it is kind of because now it's 2023. It's probably like 12-ish years or something like that. I think.
Yeah,
something like that.
So we started with a specific comic. I'm not gonna announce it. Actually, I was just about to, but I think I'm gonna wait until we, promote it on the social media.
And this will be Wednesdays. Is this gonna be Wednesdays, right?
Yeah, we should do. I think it's gonna be every Wednesday. Because comics come out on Wednesdays for the most part. DC comics will come out Tuesdays, but mainly everything goes for sale on Wednesdays. So that's like New Comic Book Day. Yeah. So Wednesdays, I feel like will be a good day that we can do the giveaway, along with, this won't be an all the time thing. Just keep in
Yeah.
mind, this is really like specific issues that, me or Dennis personally collect, that we like to read, that we're, or a character, or a group or whatever that we're currently reading,
All right.
that we feel like people would like to read as well. So yeah, I think Wednesdays will be a good, like I said, a good week. We won't do it every week, but whenever we don't, do a giveaway, we'll probably, substitute it for something,
Yeah.
So you guys have, for the most part, know how we do the giveaways. We're pretty much fair and honest, and we really enjoy giving stuff away at this point,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's kind of our thing. It's kind of our thing, but it's all about building the community, though. That's the main
Sure.
purpose. And then, yeah, man, like from that, man, we can talk about some of the recent comic stuff that's been going on. Kind of, I guess I'll start with the question: what are you reading at the moment, man?
Man, it's a lot. I'm reading at this point. I'll be honest. I got back to how it was pre-COVID, where I'm collecting like 20 issues, 25 issues a month,
Yeah,
and that's a lot. It's expensive. Number
yeah,
one, it is an expensive habit to have,
yeah.
but it's also time consuming. Like, I love to read, but when you're reading some, class not classic, but like some stuff from 2020 on the Marvel Unlimited app, then
Hmm.
you're still also trying to keep up with
Right.
current stuff.
Yeah.
It's time consuming while doing other things, and we only get 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
But to be more specific, to answer your question, I'm as you guys have been following our socials, you see that I'll post a lot about the Milestone stuff. Milestone Comics, Static Shock, Icon Hardware, Icon,
Right.
like, Rocket. I'm really excited to announce the day after my birthday. So my birthday was a Monday. So Tuesday, this 23rd, actually, I have it here with me. Uh, Milestone put out season one, because I personally missed out on all the individual issues,
Hmm.
issues 1 through 6, or issue 1 through 5. But they put out Blood Syndicate. This is season one, just like how we've been showing off, season one of Static, Icon, and Rocket, and Hardware. This
Yeah.
is their final uh, revamp of Milestone Comics. So it's a hardcover copy of the Blood Syndicate. I think it's like issues 1 through 5 or 1 through 6.
Yeah.
I'm super ecstatic to read it because it'll catch me up with current stuff in Milestone. I'll be all caught up. That
Yeah.
was the last thing I was waiting for. I've been reading Static season 2. I've been reading Worlds Collide, Icon, and Rocket. Issue 3 just dropped like last week. Or actually, it dropped this week. So, I've been really heavy in the Milestone stuff.
Nice.
As well as DC Comics. Nightwing, if y'all Nightwing fans are out there, his comics is hidden, and y'all know it. It's on issue 104 right now, and it's hidden. And then the last thing I want to mention is Titans, the comic itself, like issue number 1.
Mm.
That thing is,
It's
a
something.
lot of people don't like. Well, go ahead. I know you're about to get
No, go
into
ahead.
it.
No, go ahead. Yeah, I was asking. Is that it's like that? Like it's like that?
So a lot of people don't personally like the writer, and that's for a lot of his work.
Oh, okay.
I enjoy his work. I will
Okay.
say this is, as a DC fan. I grew up. We all love Marvel. I think everybody is an MCU fan.
Right.
But for me, I grew up with DC, man. The Justice League show, like the Batman and Superman, the Justice League, Justice League Unlimited, like all of
Yeah.
that stuff was, to me, like
Prime stuff.
everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, like Young Justice is a newer type thing that was cool. So for me, like seeing characters in comic book form, I think it's a great time to be a DC fan. The
Mm-hmm.
Dawn of DC is a big year-long initiative that
Mm-hmm.
essentially DC is doing, and it ties in very well. Whether it's 6-issue miniseries like for Cyborg, or like Jonathan Kent's Superman, but then you have other characters whose their stories continue, like Nightwing. It's entered the Dawn of DC era around like issue 100. Superman has a new ongoing series. So like the Dawn, I think if you're a DC fan, especially if you like to read comic books, like this is a great time like to get into DC Comics. And then Marvel, man, Doctor Strange, Jed McKay is ramping up his Doctor Strange arc.
Okay.
Um, you got a new Hulk series coming that's gonna be chef's kiss, I promise you. Jed McKay is also doing a great Moon Knight
Yeah, I
event
think I'm reading
that's coming
that.
out.
That's part of my
Yeah, Moon
stuff.
Knight's awesome, dude.
Yeah,
Moon
he's
Knight's
great.
awesome.
He's great.
Um, and I think I okay, so I guess I'll mention it. I wasn't, but I'll mention it for the sake of comic books.
All right.
The Avengers. The Avengers got a new team,
Got a new
y'all.
team. Let's talk about it.
They got a new series. I think
So,
it's a new squad, and I think that's gonna be our first giveaway. I think the
okay.
everybody loves the Avengers, right?
Facts.
Everybody loves the Avengers, and no matter whoever's on the team, they're still the Avengers.
Right.
I think this team that they put out is
It's
probably one of my
fire.
personal
It's
favorites
fire.
ever.
Let's, bro. It's
It
okay.
is. Let's go down the
Go
line.
ahead.
Let's go down the
Okay. All
roster
right.
real quick.
So Iron Man,
We got Iron Man.
Thor,
Yes, sir.
Captain Marvel.
Yes, sir. So hold
Uh,
on. Captain Marvel is the leader of the Avengers.
she's the
And
leader
I
of
think
this one.
of this
Interesting.
team. And I think this is she's the one that chose the team.
Okay.
She gathers the team together. She chooses
Interesting.
who she wants on the team. And I think this is a very great look for her because of if everybody's, if you're a fan of Carol Danvers,
Yeah.
you have a little bit of hurt from Civil War II. So I
Okay.
think, with her, killing Tony and like the side that she was on. So I think it's good for her story. So we'll see
Okay.
where they go with this. But continue, my bad. Didn't want to cut you off.
No, you good. You good. Captain America, Sam Wilson, Captain America.
The better Captain America.
The better.
Let's be real.
Ooh, no, don't tell
be
him. Don't
honest.
tell him that. Don't tell him that. Don't tell him that. You got Vision. We got Black Panther. This T'Challa Black Panther, is it?
Is this T'Challa?
T'Challa Black
And
Panther.
the great thing about this with T'Challa, I think this is another little fun fact. He's on the run. Like he's not the king of Wakanda right now. He's not. He's exiled from Wakanda. Like he is
Oh,
no
wow.
longer welcomed into Wakanda. And another part about this that's even bigger is none of the Avengers like him because
Really?
of what he did in the last Avengers run.
Oh.
They respect him because he's still the most dangerous man in the world. He's the Black Panther. He's T'Challa.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have the mantle of Black Panther. He's
Right.
exiled, and he's not the king of Wakanda. And none of his teammates really rock with him. They respect you, but like on a personal level, nah.
He messed up that bad.
I think this is man. He messed up that bad. So it's like,
Man, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Yeah, don't tell me what it is because I got to read that.
Yeah, it's a good run. I think a lot of people didn't like it. Again, I you know how I am, man. I take things in, and I'm not. I try to separate my opinion from the work of art.
Yeah.
And so I think it was great. The story was great.
Okay.
But yeah, T'Challa is not welcomed. Let's say that's crazy, right?
That is kind of crazy. That's crazy. And then the last member is Scarlet Witch, man. Scarlet Witch on the team.
Her.
Yeah, she's her. Right, they call her mom. They call her mommy. Mother. They call her mother. They call her mother. Yeah, that's what it is. My brother calls her mother. It's like, okay. No, that's great, dude. I'm looking forward to that. I need to. Yeah, it's a great squad. I definitely want to read that. And then the second thing I want to get into is the whole Miss Marvel thing, because, bro, Twitter. I remember this day, like I woke up and Twitter was going off about this, and I'm like, "What is happening right now?" Like everybody was chiming in, and I'm like, because I'm my first thought is like MCU, right? I'm like, what? Like this don't make sense, and I'm like, oh, they talk about the comics, and people were just pissed, bro. And I'm like, people that I've never accounts I've never seen before. I'm like, just coming out, just going off on this, right? And so Twitter was a very interesting day. Basically, the just Miss Marvel has her death in a Spider-Man run, and people felt some type of way. And when I saw all of this, I was thinking about you. I was like, oh damn, I know Jam is heated right now. I'm like, I know Jam is heated. He must feel some type of way. So I'm gonna let you tell us how you feel about all of this, and what's your thoughts on all that?
So, honestly, man, it hurts for a plethora of reasons. It's not really like I'm mad or sad or anything like that. It's more like disappointment. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. Like as a fan, we talked about this. Us and Listen 3K. Like I've mentioned a little about my the way I consume media, right? Like,
Right.
and comics is another form of media. With the Kamala Khan situation getting killed in the comics, I think it sucks because the character is not even like 15 years old.
Yeah.
She's the only like real Middle Eastern character, like brown character that has sold the way she sold, is as popular as she is,
Yeah. She going
and then
off.
like you kill her in a character's arc or a story that she doesn't really have any, like it's
Any.
not even her story. It's like
Yeah.
she doesn't have any ties to Peter Parker. Like maybe if it was Miles, I get it. That's her teammate, like that's her. But like now that's my negatives to it. It's a lot more I could say that's negative. Like, and
Yeah.
everybody on Twitter is kind of rightfully in there. Like they
Yeah.
are very right to feel the way they feel, because I also feel that way. Again, it's a very hurtful, distasteful situation. But again, I try to take it for what it is and leave my opinions out of the biasness. And
Right.
so to segue into that, the way I'm trying to be looking at it, Dan Slott, actually, one of the, you know who everybody knows Dan
Yeah.
Slott,
Right. Right.
one of the great Marvel writers, authors, whatever. He came out on Twitter and said a big something that really got my brain going. And he's like, we as people who consume media, we want it right then and there. Like we need it right then and there, and we judge based off of what we have present to us instead of waiting for the story to play out for it to finish.
Right.
And so I thought about that, and I brought this up to you and Zen the other day, and where I sent you guys that voice memo where
Yeah.
it's kind of like and what I was texting you guys yesterday about, it's kind of like what the situation with Miles, right? Miles Morales was hated during his releasing of the publication. Now, a lot of that had to do with just racist people not liking a Black and Spanish character as Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But actual fans who didn't even care about race or anything like that, or they wanted a character like a Black Spider-Man, were also feeling like it was distasteful because, number one, it was from Brian Michael Bendis. Now, I love Brian Michael Bendis. I think he's one of the greatest writers in our generation, but I understand why they would be upset about that.
Mm-hmm.
But the way I like to look at it is, when you go back and you binge read Ultimate Spider-Man, when you binge read it from start to finish, it's a great story. And it works out perfectly with Miles' introduction and the way he comes out into the forefront. Like, everything is perfect. Them killing off Peter, right? But when you read it during that time, when it was coming out, releasing every month, or I think it was like every 2 weeks, whatever, you didn't feel the same because you were waiting with anticipation. What's to come? What's next?
Right.
And so for me, with the whole Kamala Khan thing, I'm on the fence because I want to. I'm mad, bro. I don't want to say I'm mad because, again, biasness out the way, but I'm a little disappointed. It's like, dang, like you're disrespecting this character and everything she stands for, and all the people that she embraces, and who essentially can relate to her or feel represented by her, as well as the creators who wrote before her, before you got, like before you're disrespecting their work.
Yeah.
But then the other half of the fence is like, I gotta wait till the story's over to see what they trying to do with it.
Right. And so, I think a lot of people came to the conclusion of what they're trying to do here.
What they're trying, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, that's for everything.
Yeah.
That's not just for the comics in this Kamala Khan situation. I could do a minor segue. I don't want to get too focused on that topic, but that's for everything.
We'll have another discussion about it.
We'll have we'll have another discussion about that. But for the Kamala thing, that's where I'm at with it. I'm trying to be on the fence. I am really disappointed though, but
so
I take things with a grain of salt.
Are you one of those that believe that they're going to bring her back as the MCU Kamala Khan? See, now to me, I think, like I'm actually kind of like that upset. Does suck because like you kind of just not butchered, but you just kind of like Xing this character off, like that they built up, kind of. No, like that's what it feels like to me. Like this person that y'all worked on this hard for this long, y'all kind of just taking that character out and giving us a new like whatever. But we'll see, man.
To be fair, the original one of the co-creators said that they originally wanted to make Kamala mutant.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like Perlmutter and all of that whole situation with the Inhumans.
Yeah.
The way so I get it, but like I'm with you, bro. It's like if you read Kamala's origin story, the whole point was that she turned herself into looking like Carol Danvers,
Yeah.
not just like mimicking her personality or powers. Like, no, she looked like her. She's a
Hmm.
shapeshifter. A lot of people don't even know about that power, like that she can do that. But she did that because she didn't feel comfortable in her own skin. And that was a couple of the issues I personally had with the MCU version or whatever. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
I do think they're gonna kill her off and then make her like bring her back through. I don't know if you read any of the House of X or Powers of X, like new
Not
Dawn
yet.
of X
Not yet.
and stuff. I think they're gonna bring her back through that, and she'll be a mutant. That's just the theory everybody has on the internet, and
Yeah.
I also agree with that. And it lines
Gotcha.
up. I mean, their movie, The Marvels, comes out in what, November.
Yeah,
So I mean, like
November.
it kind of lines up.
I'm excited for
Characters
that one
don't stay
too.
dead for long.
I'm
Really
excited for that.
yeah.
I think that one's gonna surprise a lot of people, for sure. And then
The
just
only people that gonna hate on it is men.
the women, the women haters, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
We don't do that over here. We don't do that.
Yeah, we love strong women.
Right.
Let me look at y'all in the face. We love strong.
But for me personally, I'm way back in the comics right now. I'm in this section where like I'm in between because I just finished House of M. Right, that was awesome. I like that. I'm in between that and Civil War. So I think Civil War is like the next big event. So I'm reading kind of comics in between, just kind of like link me up to that. And one of the series is right now, the latest thing I was reading was the new Avengers one. I think is it Michael Bendis that wrote that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Brian Michael Bendis.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
sir.
I'm reading that, and I think I texted you the other day because I'm reading this part where they're like they have business in Japan, and I think Captain America had this kind of a secret agent infiltrate Japan over there, and then that person came back, whatever, and they was with the team. And the team kept asking this person, like, who are you? Like, who are you? And the whole time I was like, why is this person not answering? Like, it's because the person doesn't answer, right? And then finally Captain America like makes it known, like, they're asking who you are, right? Like, and then takes the helmet off. It's freaking Maya Lopez. And I'm like, she's like, I'm Maya Lopez, but you can call me Echo. I was like, damn. So she wasn't ignoring them. She just couldn't hear them. I was like, oh my God. It was my first introduction to Maya Lopez Echo, which was like pretty cool reading that. And I was like, damn, this is cool. Cause now I'm gonna know a little bit more of her, and, got the show coming out, which is, that was hype for me. Like that review, I was like, oh shit. So I think I texted you out of full hype that night. So yeah, that was a cool moment. That's where I'm at in comics right now.
I mean, that's honestly, they're one of my favorite eras. Like between that and like the era where we started getting like Sam Wilson as Cap and the Mighty Thor, like those two eras are really like my favorite eras of comics. Right now, I will say, I guess my third favorite would be this 2020, like 2018 to like right now era. Like comics really it's a great time to be a comic.
It's a great time to be, bro. I'm telling you, there's so many. Yeah, there's so many. Right, and and off that, I'm gonna segue right into, and listen, you want to do anime first, or you want to do the PlayStation, Spider-Man 2 kind of stuff first? I'm gonna let you pick.
I think because we were just talking about comic books, we could talk a little bit about Spider-Man 2.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I think we're gonna go right into it. So obviously the PlayStation Showcase was the past couple weeks ago, right?
I think it was last week. Yeah, and
last week was last week. You're right.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Spider-Man 2 is it. That's it. Like
that's it.
There's other games I can't say I'm excited for, right? Like it looks fun. There's some other games that looks fun. We'll talk about them, but we gotta go right into Spider-Man 2. Like, I'll be honest. I know it was the last thing, but we going into make it the first thing.
Yeah, right, bro. Hold on, because this was hilarious to me because I was watching maybe a couple different live reactions to this, and people were just waiting on Spider-Man 2, waiting on this to happen. And then the guy was like, "Now we got this last game we're gonna present to y'all," and then they start the clip, they roll the clip, and it's freaking. Well, it's this guy in the forest, right? So like you're not in the New York setting, and people were pissed. Like off the bat, people were like, bro. People was like, what? This isn't. You're not showing us Spider-Man right now. And then like very quickly, yeah, and then very quickly, people were like, wait a minute. And me myself too. I was like, wait a minute, is this Kraven? Is this Kraven? And then the guy like gets caught up, and it's Kraven behind him, and you're like, oh, that's Kraven, and you're like, oh shit. Like it was such a crazy reveal for Kraven to be in this game, and he looks so badass, bro, and he like chokes the life out of this guy
with one arm, right?
Yeah,
one hand?
Yeah, you know what, I'm gonna actually, as we're going over, I'm gonna pull up the damn video. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna pull up the we're gonna go by frame by frame on this mug. Let me see.
So shout out to Listen 3K, man. They just put it. Zen put it in the chat. Excuse me. No, that was actually.
Was it Rico?
Rico put it in the chat. In Spider-Man 2. So while
new info.
Looking it up, new info. We could talk about it. When you are in the open world, you are free to play as either Peter or Miles at the push of the button. So that, we seen that.
We saw that a little bit,
but a lot of people didn't know if it was a part of the story or if it was actually going to be something that you can do in the open world.
Facts.
And so now that that's confirmed, we can change between Miles and Peter.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm probably gonna be more Peter just off the strength that he has the symbiote this game.
Okay, well, I want to get into that. I want to get into that because like. How long do you think that? Because I'm sitting here thinking like they're going to obviously give you 2 Peters, right? They're going to give you like a full symbiote or like a changing symbiote type of Peter, but then there's no way they don't give you just like regular Peter as well, right?
Peter, yeah,
like there's got to be.
A lot of people have been talking online. They think those symbiote like maneuvers, are gonna stay even if you lose the symbiote because Spider-Man has those iron spider legs,
right?
So you can still kind of function with them like in the same mechanics. That's what a lot of people have been talking about online. I personally don't know. I will say there was a theory. I kind of like this theory that maybe at the end of the game. So there was footage in the trailer that the Oscorp is doing symbiosis technology, which is like the symbiote, obviously. So who knows about the story, whatever the case may be. But there is a theory, not a rumor, but there's a theory online. People talking about potentially you get to play as Venom also.
Right. Yeah, I've seen that.
I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
I think maybe you start the game with Peter and Miles, you switch in between the two, you get to that point in the story, he gets the symbiote, the gameplay kind of changes a little bit.
Yeah.
But then once you get to a point in the game where the symbiote is off of Peter and it's on Venom, maybe you gotta tackle Venom with Peter and Miles, Venom, then they all three and need to deal with the bigger threat of Kraven. Who knows, right? But like I could see Venom maybe becoming a playable character in this game, or Eddie Brock. You know how the Mary Jane missions were in the last game? Yeah. Maybe Eddie Brock missions in this game, right? Before he gets
where he's like, he's kind of watching from afar type thing.
I could see, maybe Venom is a playable character in this game, like Miles was in the first game.
Yeah.
For a little bit, and then maybe they do a Venom game before they do Spider-Man 3. Just a thought.
I've seen the other theory, which is like Kraven becomes the Venom kind of thing. Where I see like maybe he gets the Venom suit, and I'm like, either way, I'm like, I don't think I could be disappointed in any kind of story they go with this. I'm like,
I don't care what they're gonna do.
Yeah,
they can make Green Goblin Venom. They can make Norman Osborn Venom. I wouldn't care. Strap me in. I'm all the way. Shut up and take my money.
You're right. Right. So let me get back to basically this Kraven chokes the life out of this guy, right? And he's like, I need some new hunting material. Like this is not good. And then one of his lackeys comes up to him and gives him basically like, we got a new hunting ground, right? And this is when they show New York and like all these characters, right? Let me see if I can get to it. So basically, when he shows him the new hunting grounds, which is New York. I mean, all these characters come into frame. Black Cat, freaking the Prowler, Wraith, which is supposed to be Yuri, right?
So comic book fans and people that play the DLC of Spider-Man know that's basically Yuri.
Yuri, right?
She becomes Wraith in the comics.
Facts. Tombstone comes in the mix. Both of the Spider-Man come to the mix. And then this is the cool part too. This is what got me hyped, is they go into Brooklyn and obviously they show off Queens too. So I'm like, oh, they expanding the map. That's awesome. That's freaking awesome.
Awesome.
Freaking
about to go into Brooklyn and Queens, bro. Like, you know how big this map is about to be?
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's gonna feel like those old Spider-Man 3 games, like Spider-Man 2 and 3 games where you could just go across the bridges and stuff.
Yeah. I can't wait for that. So yeah, Brooklyn. I forget who is this? Oh, the Lizard is there, and then Taskmaster. I was shocked to see Taskmaster. Was he in the first game?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
He was like a whole.
I don't remember him being in the first game.
You don't remember fighting Taskmaster?
Nah. What? I need to replay this game or something. I don't know. I saw that. I was like, why is Taskmaster in this?
Around the time of when the game comes out, I'm gonna do a replay. I already platinumed the first Spider-Man game.
Yeah.
Here, while we're talking about it, let me show y'all off. Let me show something to y'all. So I actually got the collector's edition.
Nice.
And I will post this on our page on our social medias as well.
For those that are watching this or listening to this via podcast, let them know what you're talking about here.
Yeah, so this here is the Spider-Man PlayStation 4 Collector's Edition statue.
Nice.
It came with the game, I have the steelbook case over there as well, but it's basically just Spider-Man on top of the Sinister Six's like gear, like the Rhino's horn, Scorpion's tail. The wings of the Vulture, Electro's electric pack, and then there's I forgot one other thing in there. I think it's Doc Ock's tentacle, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, but it's just Spider-Man on top of him in a cool looking pose.
Nice.
But we'll take pictures for those that are on the podcast. We'll take pictures, showcase it on our social media so you guys can see as well. A little bit better pictures than just me swinging around in a video.
Yeah.
But
for sure.
What I was saying was I'm gonna do a recap for those that follow on Twitch and video gaming. I'll do a recap of that game. I've already platinumed that game, so I'll do a recap just of the story, and then I'm also gonna do a platinum run of Miles Morales.
Facts.
So we'll get a good recap of those games from either me or Dennis.
Yeah.
Before Spider-Man 2 comes out.
And the Twitch will be down in the description below, but let them know where they can find you on Twitch, man. Let them know right now.
Yes, sir. At Juheardofme, Ju, and then heard of me.
Mm-hmm. Right. Tap in, man. Tap in. It's a fun hangout vibe, man. That's what we do, man. Facts. So, the PlayStation 2, hold on, my bad. Spider-Man 2. Back to that. So basically, it pans out, right? And like everybody's like, nah, that can't be it. And then nah, man, they show 10 minutes of gameplay in New York, right? This thing hovering over to Queens, and then right off the bat, like Peter Parker Venom symbiote comes out of the basement and starts wrecking folks. Like he starts going in. And it's crazy. The tendrils are out, man, and it's looking wild. His transformation.
Yeah.
And right off the bat, you can see like the effect of the symbiote. And the combat with the symbiote and the tendrils it's different. It's gonna be crazy, right? So, very excited for that.
I feel like that's gonna be like at the halfway point of the game.
You think it's gonna be halfway? Because I've seen a lot of people say beginning, kind of middle. I've seen people say different things.
I think it might be middle part of the game, and then you got a whole rest of the game with different stuff to go on.
That'd be great.
I think from there, after he beats everybody up, it switches to Miles, right?
Yeah, no. So yeah, he's beating up some people, and then you know, people are excited about like I know people keep showing the kicks when he does the kick thing against the wall and stuff.
Again, the
Now, like,
wall.
yeah,
Yo,
everybody's like, oh my god, and then the tendrils get like 4 people and smash them down. It's like, oh yeah,
dropping
this
them.
this is gonna be nice, right? And
This
then
gameplay is about to be wild.
right, so then it switches to. He hears something like the lizard's way out there. They're hunting the lizard. He's way out there, and then it's like, oh, switch to Miles. Everybody's like, oh, the switch on the fly like that is gonna be tough. That's
Yep.
gonna be tough. So that's what happens, and then I kind of want to go over because I was listening to Agents of Fandom talk about this game here. Shout out Agents of Fandom too. They was going through the trailer with somebody that I believe worked on the game or was like a part of it, and you know Peter. I may be mistaken. I don't know if he worked on it or just kind of like knows some information, but. Basically, Peter and Miles have had some time together to work on some new gadgets and technology since the last game, right? So that's a big thing. And some of the things that they show off, one of the next big things was the web swing, the web slingshot, which can propel you like way out there into the distance, right? And then some of the other gadgets and stuff, the web grabber, which pulls enemies together. We saw Miles use that. The web line, which I'm excited for, where you can kind of create your own thing to walk. Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, that's needed. That's needed.
Awesome.
The dual
That's
takedown.
like Batman Arkham game.
Yeah,
like,
right. Yeah, like the gadgets.
zip
Yeah,
line joint.
yeah, needed. Dual takedowns, which I thought a lot of people like. Yeah, a lot of people wanted that in the last game. Can't wait for that.
Yeah.
The blue power from Miles, I forget what he says, something Venom. It's blue Venom, like blue Venom powers that he has that they're giving Miles, and that
Like
looked crazy.
The Venom blast.
Yeah, and that
Venom blast,
that looked crazy to me. Some of his combat's looking crazy, like his upgrades look crazy. So
he looked like Static, low key, and
yeah,
Spider-Man together.
Yeah, bro did a Kamehameha. I was like, oh. And then both of them will have web wings. We saw both of them do the web wings, and I think that's a cool Spider-Man thing to just add into the game. Like that's gonna be a hot thing to do.
I'm flying everywhere. Well, gliding everywhere.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then like you can see like the wind tunnels that he goes through, just crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be traversing New York is gonna be ridiculous. It's gonna be
all
ridiculous.
Of New York, because the map is bigger now too. Like
right. Right. Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. So then you have the stealth thing from Miles. I'm kind of going over the video right now. And then that's when they're after the lizard, and this is cool. This is, I guess, the first time Miles sees Peter in the black suit, and he's like, "What? New threads? Like, what's going on?" And yeah, you can hear. I know a lot of people was hyped because Peter in the black suit is with Sasuke's voice actor. People were hyped that it's Sasuke's voice actor. Yeah.
Well, no, I think it's always been Sasuke.
It's always him, right? It's always been okay.
But
cool.
he just sounds when he's doing the angry voice. He
sounds like Sasuke. Yeah.
But it's always been like
that's Sasuke.
It's crazy that Yuri is Sasuke. Like that's Spider-Man.
That is crazy.
Sasuke is also Spider-Man. Like
that is kind of crazy.
That's wild, bro.
And the lizard has been growing, bro. He looks like a full-on freaking dinosaur. When he's in the water, he's like swimming like Godzilla. Like, yo, yeah,
huge.
He's huge, and this is when they basically break into the over the river scene. Which this is interesting to me because, again, this is just expanding the map because there's a bunch of like little platforms and islands that it seems like you can actually go to that you couldn't go to before in other games. It looks like you can like go on some of these islands that are just out there on the on the river.
I do hope so. I will say I'm a little suspicious of that, only because I look at it as in Spider-Man 1, the first game, like the raft. After that,
you couldn't really go to it.
Or even in Miles Morales game when you're fighting in that mall. chasing the Rhino.
Yeah.
So I'm a little suspicious. I'm more than hoping, and I'm pretty sure that you are right that you can go on those things.
Yeah,
But I'm a
you're
little
right about
suspicious
that
to it.
because hopefully it's not just part of this little mission and that you can
That
actually
you know what I
go
mean?
to some of
Like
this stuff. Yeah, because it looks incredible. Like there's a lot that it looks
it
like
looks
there's a lot you can
awesome.
do out there. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm sure it might not even be like the only because it looks like it might not even be the only mission that you could possibly do out there. It looks like things that yeah, like I'm
Things
watching
that'll
it right
go things are
now.
going on.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now and I'm like, yeah, this looks definitely looks like you can go to it. You should be able to, but you know who knows. But yeah, this is basically Craven. This guy's hunting the lizard out there in the waters and stuff, and it was crazy how they kept switching from Miles to Peter, and then um, you know some of the gameplay, like some of the cut scenes were there, but then it's like, oh, this is gameplay. Like when
Yeah.
Miles is surfing on the like he's using Genki's thing and he's like surfing on the water. And you're like, oh, that's kind of gameplay right there. Um, very cool, very cool, very excited. And then the black webs or the black, you know, when he does his swinging from
Yeah.
Peter and it's all black like that, just
I love it.
yeah, man, looks like a lot of details gone into this, and they're said they're not even done yet. So
I know. That's the crazy thing though. Like they're not even done.
yeah, they're not even done. But then basically, which I also found interesting is that you know we get to see that Peter is kind of losing his mind a little bit. Like the symbiote is having an effect on him, but
Yeah.
you also see that he's still there as well. Like, and I think that was cool to show because like when they do that like double takedown thing, or they do the count 1, 2, 3, and they do like a dual
Yeah.
thing, or the alley, yeah, and
Alley-oop.
that's what it was, yeah, and you know Peter's there, like he's there with it. He's you know he's obviously like a part of that, right? And
Yeah.
it was cool to see that, but then the very next scene, he just tosses a guy that he saves on the ground, and everybody's like, "Oh,
I know.
oh."
And Miles looks at him like, bro, what? Like you do a double take, like what? Like what's wrong with you, bro? Like
He definitely did do that. You know that Josh Hart. You know Josh Hart. You know the Josh Hart meme when he's just like when James Harden does something and he does that like, bro,
Yeah.
what did you just do? It's exactly like that. And Miles is like, yeah, he's never like that, and that's basically
you see the
how.
meme?
Go ahead.
Oh, at the end, what's his name? Miles says that he's like, that lizard has a lot like big teeth or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And then Peter's like, so do I, or
Uh-huh.
something like that. They put the Spider-Man 3 music, the dun, 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 dun. That is perfect, bro.
But yeah, that's basically it, man. The gameplay, I guess, trailer, 10 minutes
Yeah.
basically, and we get a
It
lot
was like, nah, it
of
was like 12 minutes, bro. It was
yeah,
like
because
12
with the
minutes,
opening of Craven, yeah, it's like a 12-minute thing. So we get a lot of good looks at it. We get a lot of Craven. We get the lizard. Miles and Peter doing their thing. The symbiote. A lot of gameplay and swinging and traversing. It looks great, and action on the boats and stuff like this. It looks great. And I can't wait for it. Do you have any other like? Because I remember when it came out. I think you were saying some things in the chat about where you think this story could go, or how you see this story kind of playing out. If you want to give any guesses, the floor is yours.
Yeah, there's so many
There's
things.
so
that
much they can do.
though.
Yeah.
Like, I'm kind of like at a loss.
And well, okay,
So,
here
like-
I'll alley-oop you because you were saying that you don't think Craven is the main bad guy.
Yeah, like I just don't see like because in the first game or in all of the credits or marketing for the first game,
Yeah.
you didn't really know like Doc Ock was the main villain. Like we all thought it was going to be Mr. Negative. And like while he was one of the main villains, like you had a bunch of other villains that played a fold in that game, like Taskmaster,
Yeah.
Tombstone, big part of the DLC. You know what I mean? I mean, not saying, but I think with the Craven thing, like I just don't feel like you will do a whole PlayStation showcase, and he's the main villain.
Okay.
Like you don't show him off that much,
Like
and he's
that.
the main
Okay.
villain.
Right. Right.
What I could see is maybe through now that I like with the symbiosis technology that was in the trailer. Well, like somebody seen in the trailer, like on the market, like they have it like on a billboard or something. But I could see it being Norman, like maybe Harry dies.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Harry dies, and that pushes Norman to the edge, and he turns into the Goblin.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because the Goblin isn't really a thing yet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In that universe,
Mm-hmm.
we've literally gotten every other villain in some type of lore or way. We have his Sinister Six, Mysterio. When we get the backpacks, in the game, he fought Mysterio. Dr. Connors is now in this game with Craven. The symbiote is in this game. Like so we got Mysterio in the last game as a like a little beacon thing. We've gotten villains. Let's just say that we've
Yeah.
gotten like a lot of his rogues gallery,
Yeah.
but the Green Goblin and Norman
Nothing.
is still a thing. So I just feel like if anything, maybe Norman becomes the Goblin, and I just
That's kind
also
of how it
don't want them
ends.
to try to. Yeah, it could be like at the end, like Norman is the one running for mayor while Craven is in the city
Mm.
going crazy. And that's
Mm.
why Craven is allowed to go crazy like that, because Norman is running for mayor or something like who really knows, but like I think there has to be a bigger, I don't want to say it's just specifically Norman. My theory is going to stand that I don't think it's just Venom and Craven as the, because we know Venom's in the
Right.
game obviously
Right.
and Craven, but I don't think they're the main villain.
Right. Yo, so Kingpin is shown as part of like somebody that Craven is hunting. And
Is he?
yeah, I think like it switches to like in the back, because remember I put in I put in the chat like, hold on, let me be 100% sure.
I think it's Yuri, the two Spider-Mans, Tombstone, Prowler, Taskmaster. That's it.
But in the back, one of them changes to Kingpin. I'm pretty
And the
sure.
Lizard.
Let me be sure about this.
So you think Kingpin is back in this game? Like he's free?
Yeah, so okay, so if you watch the video and when it pans out and you can see all of New York and it starts to go to Brooklyn, if you look at the one on the far right, it switches a couple times and Kingpin is one of them.
Oh, okay.
It's like it's very quick. It's very quick. But when you watch the trailer again, look at the image, the icon on the far right, it switches to like 3 different people. I couldn't catch the middle one, but the last one is definitely Kingpin. So I guess because I thought you might have saw that, but do you think that he has a role in this game too, somewhere somehow, or do you think it's just kind of like whatever?
Maybe, yeah, because he was taken down in the first game kind of quick.
Yeah, we'll see.
It would be crazy if we seen like or a hint towards Daredevil in this game too.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that. Ooh, Jesus, don't do that.
We should get other hints of other characters besides the Avengers, like And is Avengers Tower even still there?
Right, we didn't see that. All right, that'd be interesting. Yeah, when we start exploring New York, like what can we find? Because I like to always go to what's Doctor Strange's place. I used to the Sanctorum. I used to love going there. I'm like, oh, that's where Doctor Strange.
I like going to my favorite one is the Wakandan embassy.
Ah, yeah, that's fire.
And he's like, I wonder if T'Challa got bit by a radioactive panther.
Facts.
And it's so funny, bruh.
Facts. So I have a question about Craven too. So when he does this hunting grounds thing, when he captures somebody, so say he captures Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So is this, because I don't know if this is his thing. Does he capture you and then kind of set you up in a whole hunting situation? Or like what? Like how does he work? Is my question. It's like, so he's gonna go to New York.
It depends. Sometimes it's like that, and sometimes it's like he'll just go to New York and hunt you.
He's just hunting, and like without you even knowing it.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Shit, that's kind of rough.
But it's weird. Like in this game, like he has like I don't remember him having like a whole militia and stuff like that. I could be wrong though, but like he has like a whole militia and
team,
like take over freaking New York. Apparently, like
yeah, man. I guess that's part of the game, I'm guessing. But Um,
I mean, it might be a comic run that I'm unfamiliar with. That's the thing.
got you. So my last thing about Craven is I just kind of wanted to say, like, bro, when they introduce him in his game and he like chokes the life out of that
I'm a
guy. So what?
No, I was like, yeah, I was like telling, like, yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. So when he chokes the life out of this guy, one of my first thoughts was like, bro, if the Craven movie that's coming out doesn't even live up to this character here, like, bro, like,
facts,
you know what I'm saying? Like, this character within 2 minutes is like
not even.
crazy. Yeah, like not even. He's already like a monster. And
Yep.
the Craven movie, like I need Craven to be like that in the movie. I
I don't
need it.
want the Craven movie at this point, to be honest.
You don't want it? I'm interested in it. I mean,
Nah,
it is rated R too. I'm interested in it.
is it?
Yeah, it's rated R. They went full
I don't
rated
know.
R
It was
for this
rated R.
movie.
I think my thing is I just don't want a disconnected. Like, I don't want Marvel like Spider-Man villains
Yeah,
without fucking Spider.
it's yeah. I know. It's hard to get past that. I'm sure it's
Yeah,
hard.
but Craven
Uh,
is a really dope villain though. I'm a
facts.
cosplay as Craven one of these days. Watch, y'all watch.
Nice. Oh yeah, you got the beard for it and all that. Yeah, man, you got it. You got it. And then all right, so the last thing segment to just kind of some other superheroes TV movie stuff. We'll kind of go rapid fire here since I gotta catch a movie for sure. And that movie is Across the Spider-Verse.
Hey, I will
Today
be
we're
seeing
going to
mine
see it.
tonight.
Yeah, I go see it at 2 p.m. like literally in 30 minutes. How we feeling about it, man? You saw the reactions, bro. It's very, very positive, and people are loving the heck out of this movie. And I mean,
I'm scared.
I'm seeing best animated film, and we just saw a really good animated film in Mario. Like, but
I know.
this is different kind of animation artwork. I feel like so it's different.
Yeah.
And one thing I keep seeing that I'm very excited for is this movie is almost like a Spider-Man museum, like with all the different artists working on different characters. Like you get to see like
Mm.
the artists really shine in this movie, which I'm very looking forward to. And I think that is like, I keep saying this, like, because they broke a world record, right, of different animators working on this movie. Like it's a bunch of animators, it's a world record. And
Really? That I
yeah,
didn't know.
yeah, this is like one of the first like things that came out about the movie is it's a world record of how many animators are working on a single film. They got the record. And so I feel
Wow.
like I owe it to these animators to see what they've been creating. Like that's how I feel almost. Like I owe it to them to see the art that they put into this movie. And I'm just hyped to see it, man. And I keep hearing it's going to be a little bit dark. Like there's some dark moments to it.
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't hear
it's
that.
yeah, it's dark moments, and it's if you're a Spider-Man fan, you're going to it's going to be a delight, and you're gonna love it. And there's a bunch of different
Because
Easter eggs
Spider-Man
for
is gonna be
Spider-Man.
going through it. That's why.
Oh yeah, he's going to be going. Oh hell yeah! They said at the center of this whole thing is definitely a Miles Morales movie. Like this, you get all these
Miles
Spider-Man, but
needs
it's
one of his
Miles.
parents dead.
He needs
One
it,
of his
bro.
parents gotta go.
Chill,
I need it.
chill,
I need it.
chill.
I need it. It's not Spider-Man if he's not suffering.
If he's not
His uncle's
suffering.
not enough. No, I'm just
Yeah. Nah, he's definitely gonna go through it. And I hear there's also like
How we
especially in the
feeling
beginning.
about it though? Like,
What
how we feel
specifically?
about him going through it? Like, does Spider-Man always have to go through it? Like, be for real. Like, don't Spider-Man fans, like, don't we want him to like be happy and at peace? I think that comic run that we're going through right now with Zeb Wells and Kamala
Yeah,
Khan and all of that
yeah.
is a testament to we wanting Peter Parker to just be happy,
Be
bro.
happy,
Like,
right? Y- yeah, but like at the same time, Spider-Man as a character, both Peter Parker and Miles when they start are like kind of young, and like you kind of need them to grow up. And I feel like that's just how the superhero world works. Like you're
you
not
better
going
grow up
to,
quick.
yeah, you got to grow
Yeah.
up. Yeah, you got to grow up. And
Fast, my boy.
yeah,
You losing somebody. Somebody
yeah,
dying. It's like an
and
anime. It's like an anime arc right now. You
yeah, yeah. And then the whole thing is like, bro, if you're going to, especially Peter when he tries to keep the identity thing like separate, like he's trying to he's trying to be two different people. Like it's hard. You're gonna lose some things, right? Because you can't always
Yep.
be there in both lives. So you're gonna
Yep.
lose things. For
Yep.
Miles, yeah, I think more so that he's just young and inexperienced and kind of his whole thing is I'm gonna do, in the trailer, I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna do me.
Yeah.
He's a different kind of guy. He's not gonna go with the norm, and because of that, he might lose some things too. Like um,
Yeah.
I just
All right.
yeah,
So let me
man.
ask you this. Let me ask you this.
What's up?
Who are you most? What spider character or spider characters are
Ooh,
you most excited to see?
ooh, that's a great
I know you
question.
about to go in a few. So now we got to figure that one out now.
Ooh, that's a great question. So I think that. Ooh, that's a great question. I think I'm gonna say this was out of. I'm gonna say this too. Spider Gwen for sure. I think that because I hear she gets some good.
Really?
I hear she gets some screen time, and I really like her in Marvel Ultimate Alliance, the game. So
Okay.
I wouldn't mind seeing her in another game as well. Like I would, we were talking about Spider-Man 2 and stuff like that, and other playable
Imagine.
characters. Her power set, her skill set is really nice in Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I would love to play as her in that type of game.
Dog.
Yeah,
A Spider Verse game.
a Spider-Verse game, right? A multiverse game in that kind of way with the
A
whole Spider-Man.
multiverse. It's multiverse multiplayer Spider
Yeah,
Man game like that.
yeah, that's possible. It's
And we
possible.
giving y'all Sony. We giving y'all $1 billion franchise right here, bro. Like, just stop playing with us, bro.
It's,
Like,
it's very possible, man. But yeah, I would love to play as her, and I'm actually looking forward to seeing her on screen. To Oscar Isaac as Spider-Man 2, was it
29.
29.9, yeah. AKA the Blue Panther is what they say in the trailer.
Yo.
Yeah, yeah. I'm looking
They
forward
called him the
to
Blue Panther in the trailer?
as a joke. I think Gwen was like, "What are you, the Blue Panther?" And he
I
was
didn't
like,
even hear that.
"Yeah." He was like, "Huh." But yeah, looking forward to him. I think he's somebody that people are kind of sleeping on because he's kind of a main person in the trailer, and everybody's like, "Oh, these other Spider-Man." But I think I'm looking forward to him and his motives and what he actually stands for. Um, and other little ones. I mean, Riley. Is it Ben Riley? Scarlet Spider. I would love to see that. And then obviously PlayStation Spider-Man. Would I wonder if he has any lines at all? That'd be kind of crazy as well. Um,
Yo.
yeah. Who are you looking forward to?
Um, I gotta honestly say Peter B. Parker, man.
Peter
That's my
B.
guy, like the
Yeah.
original
Yeah.
old man. But I really want to see him just because I know he's gonna have Mayday with him. Like he's gonna
Yeah.
have the baby with him, bro. And I really want to see Mayday Parker. Like in any like to actually see her, bro. Besides comics, is about to be so good, so good.
Facts.
Um, I'm also with Miguel O'Hara. I want to see Spider-Man 2099.
Mm,
I'm looking forward to seeing Ben Riley, the Scarlet Spider. Also, I'm really excited to see him.
yeah.
To be honest, I'm hoping we get one of the live action guys in there, like maybe
Oof.
Toby or Tom Holland or Andrew. Like
I know
if
they're gonna
one of
play
them is
with
in
it.
there, I'm
They're gonna play with. They're
right.
gonna
Like they
play
have
around
those.
with
They
it.
have
Like yeah. If it's not this one, it's Beyond the
um.
Spider Verse. It's the next one
It's
for
Beyond the
sure.
Spider Verse. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this though. I'm gonna tell you this. Did you see that that Shamik I don't know if it's
Shamik Moore.
Shamik
Shamik
Moore?
Moore. Yeah.
He wants to be a live action Miles Morales, and I just don't see him
I
as
don't
a
see
live
it
action
either.
Miles.
I don't see it either.
I think he's a little too old.
Yeah. He's got the
I don't
perfect
think he has
voice
the
for it. Like
look.
he's a perfect voice for
Perfect voice.
Miles. It's
Perfect
perfect.
voice.
Yeah,
Perfect. He
he
is
doesn't have to
great.
look for it. Yeah.
You
I've
don't
seen
have to
other
look
people say
for it.
like
Now maybe
we're
they could
okay.
do.
Yeah, go ahead. You're about to say the same thing I'm saying. Go ahead.
You about to say the same thing, yeah. Or if he does like a variant from
Yep.
like an older variant from somewhere, like you know what I'm saying. I'm cool with that.
Yep.
Great.
Absolutely.
But as the main Miles that
Yeah.
they're trying to make a movie, that's so. I guess we could segue that real quick and end it if you want, because I know you about to leave. But they're making that live action Spider Man
Yeah.
Miles Morales,
Yeah. That's yeah.
and if they're gonna do that, I personally look Shamik cameo in the movie, all for
Cameo.
it. But
Right.
as the main guy,
It's tough.
I'm sorry, my brother in Christ. I'm sorry.
It's tough,
I
man.
can't.
Yeah, that's a tough one. And I mean, I've for the longest time, I'll tell you who I've wanted for the longest time. It's a homie from Stranger Things, the black kid. What's his name? I forget his name.
Yeah.
McClellan. Yeah, Caleb McClellan. Yeah. I've
Yeah.
wanted him for the longest time to play as Spider because I think he's dressed as him in like a cosplay and he looks
Yeah.
perfect. He may be a little bit too old now too to like really pull it off. But I still think he could. But like, man, he was
I think he can
perfect.
pull it off.
I think he was so perfect when he was like a couple years back, man. It was perfect. And then I seen the other
I will
one.
say,
Go ahead.
oh, I was gonna say I would like Caleb to be Static. Actually, I
Oh
think
yeah,
he
that would be
the
perfect. That'd be
Static.
perfect too.
I
Yeah,
think he's been growing his hair out too. Like, I
yeah.
think he would
Dread
be
that thing on up, man.
like, and he's like, I don't know, bro, just Static. I see
Static.
him as the perfect iteration of Static.
I like it.
I will say, so you about to know that you about to say another person.
Well,
actually.
the other person was like the kid from Blackish. I don't know if you've seen the movie or the show Blackish. That kid, he's kind of grown
I could see
into
that.
a nice looking Miles Morales, and I think a lot of people fan cast him as Miles Morales, and I'm definitely
I
with
could see
that
that.
too. I think he could pull that off.
So
Yeah.
my thing for Miles, I'm a little particular. I would like to see an unknown actor for Miles who
Sure,
is
sure.
mixed. I want him to be black and Hispanic
Ooh,
because
it's
I
gonna be
don't want
tough. It's gonna be tough to.
that's
How
the
many
tough
actors?
part.
Like how many actors are there that's like perfectly fit for
Or
that?
he could be a dark skinned Dominican or something. But I think he needs to have the balance.
Yeah,
I think the actor also needs to have the
so he can relate to the Spanish
coolness,
side.
but he could relate to the culture of the Spanish people too.
Yeah,
He has to have both.
yeah,
So I think that's my only concern is,
yeah,
we don't have an actor out there like that. That's why I say
yeah.
an unknown, like, and I know
Yeah,
that they could find somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
but, or they just do what the Spider-Verse movie is doing. Like, if you're going to go with a predominantly black actor, then just
yeah,
make sure you showcase like his culture for both.
yeah.
Don't
Like
just make him
yeah,
Black Spider-Man.
yeah. He got
You
to
know
do
what I'm
his
saying? Like,
research.
because
He got to do his
his
research.
last name is Morales. Like, you
Yeah.
gotta do the actual. You gotta put the actual work in, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
you gotta put the work
that's my
in.
thing.
Yeah, I'm sure they. I'm
Other than
sure
that,
they will.
I think that's the one movie. Like, yeah, they might play around with Venom. Yeah, they might mess around with Morbius and Craven or whatever. But I think if they were to, they are apparently they're doing the Miles Morales Spider-Man movie, right? Live
Yeah.
action. They gotta. That's the one they're not gonna mess around with. Like, they're
Right.
not gonna just try to take some graces. They're gonna get it right.
Right. Got you.
I would even be cool with it being Spider-Man 4 for real. Like, Toby comes back and he's the one that dies, and like, you know what I mean? Like, and then just not saying it's Spider-Man 4, but make
Yeah.
the Spider-Man that's in you know what I mean? Like, make it Miles. I mean, make it Toby or whatever. And then either
Yeah,
however they
that could work. Yeah, yeah, man. I'm sure they're gonna figure it out. But I like that idea. I like that
get it
idea.
right.
All right, bro. I have 10 more minutes. We can do this anime segment real quick. Even though I would love to talk more, because bro, like we didn't even get into like. I would love to. Well, you know what? We can save this for a different session. We can save it for a different session because I would love to have an anime talk, and then also like I didn't even get into like some of the. I can do a whole podcast on Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I have so much I can say about Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, bro. Like, yeah, that's fire right there. That's fire. That's fire. Should tell the audience what that was. That's on the podcast.
That's
not
a
seeing
fairy.
it.
Man, when I'm tired, when I ain't got no health, I
Yeah.
gotta pop the bottle open and the fairy give me all my life back.
Now you like that. Right. So like, yeah, I definitely want to talk Tears of the Kingdom a little bit more, and then the anime segment, because there's right now, like, man, as much as I love gaming, as much as I love superheroes and the comics and the
I
TV.
just thought about that. We ain't even finished the Sony showcase.
Yeah, we'll talk. I mean, we can talk more about it. We'll have a whole gaming segment. Like, we'll have a whole gaming segment, and we'll have a whole anime segment for the next time. How about that? Because yeah, because as much as I love gaming, as much as I love the superhero stuff, bro, anime for me right now is just like I think I do more anime than anything else right now. Like it's bad how
That's
much
fair.
I'm into it right now. And I be watching,
Yeah.
bro. I be watching all kind of like bullshit too. Like I be watching bullshit, dog. Like I'll throw on an anime rom com and just be like, who's this dude about to fall in love with? Like, yeah, like I'm in there. I'm just in that world so much. It's crazy. But yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it because I have a lot. We have a lot we can talk about with anime. Like it's a lot. There's a lot coming too. Like oh my god,
there's so much coming. The's so much that I just binge watch, bro. Like
eating, bro.
Crazy.
I also have 3 suggestions for you. Like I have 3 things that I'm like, you should probably watch.
Anime?
Yeah, I have 3 suggestions for Jam. I had it literally written down. Huh? You want me to tell you right now? You want me to tell you right now?
Yeah, they're animated to watch, right?
Yes. So, all right. So, you haven't seen Bleach, right?
Nah, I gotta watch Bleach. It's on my list.
Bleach is number 1. That's the long one, like in the whole like Naruto type of like you're watching this main character do his thing, right? First season of Promised Neverland. Have you seen Promised Neverland?
Oh yeah, I've watched all of them. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. And then my sports one, Haikyuu, the volleyball one. That's just fire. That's just fire, bro. Like I did the same thing until my brother told me to watch it. Man, when you get into it, it is straight up action. Like it is crazy. Like there's no like silly like love story or like there's no perverted anything kind of the anime be doing sometimes, but like it's straight up volleyball and it's intense and like bro these games be coming down to the wire and bro it's fire. All right,
I got
it's fire.
You ever watch Kuroko's basketball?
I haven't. That's on my list though. It's on my list.
That's the only reason I can't get into any other anime sports anime because
why?
Basketball is my favorite sport, and I watched Kuroko's basketball first. After seeing that, and when bro gets the zone, and bro, it gets so crazy.
Okay,
like the stuff that they be doing, they are literally like fighting. Like they're literally like turn like they got Dragon Ball Z moves or Naruto moves, and but it's basketball. Like, bro, I couldn't.
So it's solid.
It's solid. Oh hell, okay. That shit. So yeah, I think it's the best. But again. I've heard Haikyuu and
Blue Lock, man. I watched. I did. I've
heard Blue Lock, and I've heard there's a baseball one that I heard.
I've heard it's good.
Anime.
Yeah. I mean, I reacted to Blue Lock, so that was a whole thing. So and
that was a soccer joint.
Yeah, I enjoyed every second of that shit. I enjoyed that shit. I never thought I'd be into sports anime, man, but it's definitely a thing. It's definitely a thing, and I can't wait for more, and I can't wait for the next season of Haikyuu. But
they're doing another season. I thought there was only going to be one that last season.
I think they're missing a season because it ended on it ended on some like a matchup is about to happen. Yeah, but speaking of anime, as we're gonna wrap this up, I am reacting to Demon Slayer and Hell's Paradise Jigu Kuraku right now. Both of them I am loving right now. Crazy animes to me, and Demon Slayer, that last one with Muichiro had me just like I was like, yeah, I love this shit right here.
Unlock his whatever.
Bro, okay, yeah. Can I ask? So you've read the manga, right?
Yeah.
So do you know? Yeah, I need to know something. I need to know. Because I don't even care about this being spoiled. This is a spoiler warning for anybody that if Jam spoils anything here off this question I'm about to ask. Bro, is he really like related to Tanjiro, or is it like he's part of the Yamada clan or something like that? Well, like his father.
Tanjiro is not part of the original fire breathers.
Right. Okay.
I don't. Do you want me to spoil like the story for you?
No, don't spoil the whole story.
But like
my thing is like, okay, so Tanjiro got the mark. Tanjiro's got the mark. So the whole thing with the last episode was like.
Do you want me to tell you who Tanjiro is?
Not yet. Nah, I'm good on that.
They kind of showed you in the anime though. Like they kind of showed you Tanjiro, his father, like their ancestors.
Yeah.
Were basically they were taught the fire breathing.
Yeah. Okay.
by the fire breather, by the sun, whatever.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Okay.
But Muichiro is actually an ancestor, or no, a descendant of him, like his clan. That's why he
Oh.
has it so naturally, and he's so naturally powerful.
Ooh.
Tanjiro, his clan weren't
Was taught
they were
that.
just taught the technique. Yes.
Ooh.
And it was passed down through his family. That's
Got you.
why
Cause I was because when
Muichiro still is using Nin. He's not using the fire breathing technique.
Right.
He just has the birthmark that
yeah. And that like powers him up. That's like, yo. So when that happened, bro,
they tell you, you'll find out why. I don't want to. That's what I said. I don't want to ruin that spoiler for you. You find out what that is.
Okay.
Like the marks. You find out what it is.
Because like I think the only thing people could draw conclusions was like, okay, this Tanjiro has markings. He just got some marks or whatever. He just powered up. And then they did the whole thing where like his father had the same eyes as Tanjiro. They kept like that was a thing that they focused on. His father having the same eyes as Tanjiro. Muichiro.
Oh, Michiro's?
Yeah, that's something that they were like, because when he was like dying in that water bubble, that water prison, he kept seeing Tanjiro, but then then they made the transition to like, oh, that's actually his father.
It was
talking.
because Tanjiro said the
same thing
that his father they said, but and they were the same kind of person, like a nice person that believes in helping others.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it was the episode before that, or one of the like 2 episodes before that, where Tanjiro is about to train with the puppet.
Yeah.
That's where he keeps having that past memory of his, like it's one of his ancestors' memories.
Yeah.
And it's like the guy like talking to his ancestor about like the technique.
Right.
Like that's basically where you kind of get that, like, oh, okay, well then they taught that guy taught my ancestors this fire. What is it? Sun breathing, something like that.
Oh yeah, sun breathing. All right, cool.
But that's basically what it is.
Got you. All right, cool. Let me wrap this up so I can go and take my ass over to the movie theater. But
word.
Yeah. But yeah, man, that's all we got for you guys today, man. And definitely stay tuned with us. Go ahead and follow us on the socials. It's at the Alt Time on Twitter and IG. Be on the lookout for the new giveaways, the new giveaway series that we're doing with the comics that Jam explained in the beginning. What else? I got the Discord. The Discord will be in the description below as well. I'll have the link. Definitely, you're all invited. Be respectful. Talk that nerdy talk that we love to talk about. Feel free to share your creations. I'll have a place for that. That I'm still building it out. But join the Discord, man. And what else? Anything else, man? Enjoy Across the Spider-Verse. Enjoy that movie.
I was just about to say, enjoy Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Go see the movie.
Yep.
We will be doing a review video soon.
So come back. So come back and listen to the review for sure. We'll be recording that. But yeah, that's about it, man. Anything else you want to plug yourself in, dog? You want to plug yourself in real quick? They know who you are.
Yeah, man. You know, Dennis will have my socials in the bottom, but it's your man Jam, aka Juheardofme. Spells like it sounds. Ju heard spells heard of me. So you guys got it. And we'll be here, man. Double check on the socials. And super smash that like button. I like that super smash.
Yeah, super smash. That's my thing. Super Smash Bros, man. Like that just stuck with me. Super smash that like button. Yeah. Subscribe to the channel for more content. More content is on the way, man. I'm telling you, it's on the way. We'll continue to do these TAT episodes, and they'll get better and better and better because once we get our new laptops, we'll be doing some things, right? Yeah. So stick with us, man. And you guys have a lovely day and weekend and whenever you're watching this video. And I will see you guys on the other side in the next video. Peace.